All of us on this earth know that there is a time to live and that there is a time to die. Yet death is always a shock to those left behind. It is even more of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning.
Stop. Catch your breath. Go. Resident Evil 4 hits you hard. The impact of the first hour of the game will surely become the stuff of gaming legend. We're in a gaming golden age right now with quality titles almost every month, and yet the unforgettable first hour of Resi 4 feels like a baptism. Emancipation through evisceration. How many landmark moments should we rightfully expect from a video game? Surely expecting 2 genre-shaking set pieces would be beyond even the most optimistic of us. Well, Resi 4 makes you lose count. You won't have seen anything like this, or that, or the next thing, or the thing after that, and by the time you're on your 10th favourite bit in a game ever, you'll realise that you need to play it all over again, just to make sure that everything is that good, and that you haven't lost your senses. Well, Consolevania is here to tell you everything is that good. Your senses are intact. But gaming might never be the same again. This is Resident Evil, our favourite survival horror franchise. Long loading times, sluggish controls, crappy combat, awkward animation. This is Resident Evil somehow. Ducking, dodging, screaming, running, throwing, grabbing, sawing off your fucking head.
Claire, the moment I met you, I swear.
Go. Resident Evil 4 reunites us with Leon S. Kennedy, who has become a wise ass in the time since we last saw him. He's been thrown in at the deep end on a mission to rescue the President's daughter. A job probably better suited to some bad dudes, you'd think, but the enemies here aren't ninjas, they're fuck-ups. Spanish ones at that. It's easy at first to lean upon the old, it's like an action movie get out when describing Resi 4's content, but it's not quite as simple as that. Brilliantly, Resi 4 is the action movie that we'd all make if we could. A hot pot of Leatherfaces, Indiana Jones, The Thing, Evil Dead 2, The Wicker Man. It's all in here and it all works. There is so much love inside this game and so much fun that through all the panic and the screams and the bloodshed, there's one major element that's been lacking from the survival horror genre for so long. Heart. If Resident Evil was Romero, Resi 4 is John Carpenter at his peak. Resi 4 has some revolutionary new concepts at work. Much of the game has you escorting another character through dangerous areas, but get this, Resi 4 has broken the mould by not making that character a clumsy fucking hindrance. She's a delight! Also, there are boss battles that are, get this, fun. Not just big fucking obstacles with shitty life bars. These are the greatest bosses I've ever encountered. Oof, did you see me there? Didn't like that, did you, Captain Birdseye? Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by a sickle, these are the best bosses I've ever encountered. Well, apart maybe for these guys. The pace is absolutely relentless. It just doesn't stop. There's moments of great atmosphere where you can pause, take a breath, but eventually things are going to run at you and you're going to have to deal with it. And then there's a look at the game. It's hard to just look at still images and get an idea how wonderful this game looks. It's particularly hard looking at our fucking terrible video capture techniques and trying to realise how wonderful this game looks. It's stunning. Item management is no longer a problem. The new grid system even adds an element of fun to sorting through all your shit. It's a lot of fun finding room for an extra gun or an extra grenade, moving shit about. I like that stuff. Also, there's collectibles and the frankly brilliant treasure hunting component. You know, future Tomb Raider games should rip this all off. In fact, everything should rip this game off, and everything probably will. Forget Half-Life 2 with its raising the bar of arrogance. Resident Evil 4 is the benchmark. Stop, take a breath, go. Resident Evil 4, to sum up, is the best game in the Gamecube. But it's not just the best game in the Gamecube. It's the best game of this generation. It's the best game It's the best game.